Have you ever yawned? Of course you have. Everyone yawns. From babies to grandparents, it's something we all do. A yawn is like a big, deep breath. Your mouth opens wide, you take in a lot of air, and then you let out a big sigh. Yawning can happen when you're tired, but it can also happen when you're bored or even when you see someone else yawn. Yawning is a mystery. Scientists are still trying to figure out exactly why we do it. For a long time, people thought yawning was all about getting more oxygen. The idea was that when we're tired or in a stuffy room, our bodies need more oxygen. So we yawn to bring in a big gulp of air. But scientists have tested this idea and it turns out to be wrong. Yawning doesn't actually increase the oxygen levels in our blood. One of the most popular theories about yawning is that it helps cool down our brains. Think about it. When you yawn, you're taking in a lot of cool air. This cool air might help regulate the temperature of your brain. Some scientists believe that yawning helps to circulate cerebrospinal fluid, a liquid that surrounds and protects the brain. This circulation could help to remove waste products and keep the brain functioning properly. Have you ever noticed that when someone yawns, you often feel like yawning too? It's true, yawning can be contagious. Scientists believe that contagious yawning might have something to do with empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. When we see someone yawn, our brains might be trying to understand what they're feeling. And sometimes that understanding leads us to yawn too. Yawning in the animal kingdom more than meets the eye. Humans aren't the only ones who yawn. Animals yawn too. In fact, yawning has been observed in a wide range of animals, from fish to birds to mammals. In some animals, yawning seems to serve a social function. For example, baboons sometimes yawn as a way of showing their teeth. This can be a sign of aggression, a way of saying, "Back off." So, why do we yawn? Despite years of research, scientists still don't have a definitive answer. It's possible that yawning serves multiple purposes. It might help to cool down the brain, regulate brain activity, or even signal boredom or fatigue. More research is needed to fully understand this everyday mystery. Studies have shown that people who are more empathetic tend to yawn more contagiously. This suggests that there might be a link between yawning and our ability to understand and share the emotions of others. Some researchers believe that contagious yawning is a form of social mimicry, an unconscious way of showing others that we are paying attention and understand how they are feeling. Yawning, particularly contagious yawning, might play a role in social bonding and communication. When we yawn in response to someone else, it could be a way of signaling our empathy and connection with them. This shared behavior might help to strengthen social bonds and create a sense of group cohesion. Yawning, a seemingly simple act, is a surprisingly complex phenomenon. While we still don't have all the answers, scientists are making progress in understanding the science behind it. Whether it's for brain cooling, social bonding, or some other reason entirely, yawning remains a fascinating and essential part of what makes us human. So, the next time you yawn, take a moment to appreciate the wonder of this everyday mystery. Who knows what secrets a yawn might hold? Let's explore some more fascinating facts about yawning. Did you know that yawning can be a sign of cooling down the brain? Some studies suggest that yawning helps to regulate the temperature of the brain, keeping it cool and functioning optimally. This is particularly important during times of stress or high mental activity, but that's not all. Yawning is contagious. Seeing someone yawn or even thinking about yawning can trigger your own yawn. This phenomenon is known as contagious yawning, and it's believed to be linked to empathy and social bonding. It's not just limited to humans. Many animals, including dogs and primates, also experience contagious yawning. Yawning can also be a sign of changing states of alertness. For instance, we often yawn when we're bored or tired, but also when we're waking up or preparing for a new task. This transition helps our body adjust to new levels of activity. So the next time you catch yourself yawning, remember that there's a lot more to this simple act than meets the eye. It's a small but significant part of our daily lives, connecting us socially and keeping our brains in check. Yawning, it seems, is a window into the intricate workings of our minds and bodies. Yawning is not just limited to humans. Many animals, including dogs, cats, and even birds, yawn. In fact, yawning is a common behavior observed in many species, and it often serves different purposes. For example, in some animals, yawning can be a way to communicate or establish social bonds. In the wild, a yawn might signal a change in activity or alertness levels, much like it does in humans. For our furry friends at home, a yawn could be a way to show comfort and relaxation, or even to mirror the behavior of their human companions. Research has shown that dogs, for instance, are more likely to yawn in response to their owners' yawns, highlighting the deep bond shared between humans and their pets. Cats, on the other hand, might yawn to communicate calmness or to signal that they don't perceive any threats in their environment. Birds, particularly parrots, have been observed yawning as a form of social interaction, reinforcing the idea that yawning is a multifaceted behavior with a variety of meanings across species. So, the next time you see your pet yawning, remember that this simple act can carry a lot of significance. It's a reminder of the complex and fascinating ways in which animals communicate and connect with each other and with us. Yawning, it seems, is a universal language that transcends species, linking us all in the most unexpected ways. Have you ever noticed that yawning can be contagious? When you see someone yawn, you might feel the urge to yawn as well. This phenomenon is known as contagious yawning, and it is believed to be linked to empathy and social bonding. It shows how connected we are to the people around us. Researchers have found that contagious yawning is more likely to occur among close friends and family members, indicating a deep social connection. Interestingly, this behavior isn't limited to humans. Many animals, including dogs, also exhibit contagious yawning. Studies suggest that this mirroring of behavior might help strengthen social bonds and promote group cohesion. So, the next time you catch yourself yawning after seeing someone else yawn, remember that it's more than just a reflex. It's a subtle reminder of the empathy and connections that bind us together. Interestingly, yawning can also be influenced by our environment. For instance, being in a warm room or feeling tired can trigger yawning. Additionally, certain activities such as reading or watching TV can also make us yawn more frequently. It's a natural response to various stimuli. Scientists believe that these environmental triggers may be our body's way of staying alert and maintaining optimal brain function. So, the next time you find yourself yawning while watching your favorite show or reading a good book, know that it's just your brain's way of keeping you sharp and ready to take on whatever comes next. Yawning has been a subject of scientific research for many years. Researchers have conducted numerous studies to understand the underlying mechanisms and reasons behind yawning. While there is still much to learn, these studies have provided valuable insights into this intriguing behavior. From investigating the role of yawning in brain cooling to exploring its social functions, scientists are continuously uncovering new aspects of this common yet mysterious action. The more we learn about yawning, the more we appreciate the complexity of our own biology. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the fascinating world of yawning and unravel the secrets behind this universal phenomenon. One theory suggests that yawning helps to increase alertness and wakefulness. When we yawn, we take in a deep breath, which increases the oxygen levels in our blood and stimulates our brain. This can help us feel more awake and focused, especially during times of fatigue. Consider those moments when you're in a long meeting or a monotonous lecture. Yawning might just be your body's way of snapping you back to attention. As we continue to explore the many facets of yawning, this theory adds yet another layer to our understanding of why this seemingly simple act is so essential. Yawning can also be a way to relieve stress and tension. When we yawn, our body releases certain chemicals that promote relaxation and reduce anxiety. This is why you might find yourself yawning more often in stressful situations or when you need to calm down. Imagine the last time you had to give a big presentation or were stuck in traffic. You probably yawned more than usual. It's your body's natural way of trying to bring you back to a state of calm and focus. So, the next time you catch yourself yawning in a stressful moment, remember, it might just be your body's way of helping you unwind. In some cultures, yawning is considered a sign of disrespect or boredom. However, it's important to remember that yawning is a natural and involuntary behavior. It doesn't necessarily mean that someone is uninterested or rude. It's simply a way for our body to regulate itself. Cultural perceptions of yawning can vary widely, and understanding this can help us be more empathetic towards others. So, the next time you see someone yawning, try not to jump to conclusions. Instead, consider the many reasons behind this fascinating yet often misunderstood human behavior. Yawning can also be a sign of good health. It indicates that our body is functioning properly and responding to various stimuli. So the next time you yawn, don't be embarrassed. Embrace it as a sign that your body is doing what it needs to do to keep you healthy and alert. It's a natural process that helps maintain our overall well-being. So let's celebrate the yawn for the vital role it plays in our health. As we continue to learn more about yawning, we gain a deeper appreciation for this seemingly simple act. It's a reminder of the complexity and wonder of the human body. So, the next time you yawn, take a moment to reflect on the fascinating science behind it.